Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other. Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work.
Go. Waiting. Check 53. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
120! Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Throwing his Wentz. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down, McKinnon. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Wentz on third down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jerick McKinnon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. -9 yards on the play, and now it's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. Waiting. Check. No. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Wentz going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go. Hey, stand. Waiting.
They go draw play to McKinnon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you. Here we go. Ready? Check 53 is mine. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Alert. Safety's creeping. Run.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
No, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, Alpha. I'm going to run you over. 56, Mike, 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
180! Minus 56. All day. All day.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon, 78 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try with McKinnon, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. A good pickup there, 26 yards. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing. King. Hey, Haywood.
Mayfield on first down. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now McKinnon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Sunday.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
46 down, man. 5-4. 59.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Regular. Hey, Charlie. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
It's now second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Alert, 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 alert. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's our time. It's our time. My time.
Mayfield now. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
180.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mayfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You don't
deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Hey, orbit. 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
20. I'm scared.
On the move to his left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Run.
Right there. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
You must be getting. Hey, wahoo! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
3rd and long for Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
59. Mike, 59. Let's go. Hey, exit.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. McKinnon. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here again is McKinnon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
McKinnon out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They run the counter. McKinnon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, alert 33. That's
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On second down now, McKinnon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
And it's third down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Mayfield, and he fends him off. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
This is taken around the 12.
We got this.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run once more with McKinnon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
King. 80 weapon. go.
58.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. David Njoku there to make the grab, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run it with McKinnon. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jarek McKinnon. 36 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right? Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, 180.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, 180.
Watch the run, watch the run.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold.
Turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.